When you're using chalk pastels, you can layer the colors, lay down one color, and then lay down another color on top of it. You can blend colors with your fingers, blend it into the paper with your finger. When using chalk pastels, there's a technique called blending. You can blend two different colors together by laying down one color and then coloring on top of it with the other color. You can also blend the chalk with a tissue. Just blend it into the paper and it creates a soft texture. You can blend it with your finger. Blend it into the paper with your finger, just like that. Feathering is pretty much like linear shading or hatching. You are just making lines that are going in the same direction. You can do that and blend two colors. So I'm just using white on top of this blue, and it's creating a light blue. You can use long lines or shorter lines, and it will just achieve a different look or a different texture to it. That's called feathering. You can also achieve cross-hatching with chalk. So again, that is drawing lines in one direction and then going back over that in a different direction. The more lines you add, the darker the value, and the closer together also, the darker the value. The less lines, the lighter the value. This technique is called scumbling. You're just scribbling around in tiny little circles, and which creates a different unique kind of texture. You can layer your colors with this too, and they kind of blend together. Stippling is when you are making little dots or little marks with the chalk. The more dots you make, the darker the value is going to be, and the less dots you make and farther apart, the lighter value you're going to have. And again, you can layer your colors with this to add more depth to it. This technique involves using a stencil. So take a scrap piece of paper from the scrap box and tear an edge in any kind of line that you want, and then color the edge of that with the chalk, just right along that torn edge, and then place it on the paper. Take a tissue and rub the chalk onto the paper. You can also do this with a cut edge. So if you want to have more control of the kind of line that you have, cut the paper and color on the edge of it, and do that same thing with the tissue.